Hi, I'm Patrick Reid from the Adamis Principle. Lots of big market moves for you today. I've got some charts later on, but some headlines. Let's just go through. Big ECB axed with 20 bips rate cut and 20 yards a month. Well, not so big because Euro rallied. I mean, it did come off a little bit. Trump gave his anointment, his pleasure, but then it rallied, cracked through 111, and it's firmly testing around there at the moment. Forward guidance did say the QE was open-ended and projections much, much lower, CPI and GDP much lower, remained anchored. So what really happened, euro-dollar didn't really respond that well. There was a big reversal, a bit of a squeeze, and a lot of pain for those bears. So let's just see what the week pans out next week. But at the moment, euro-dollar is a buy on dips, I'm guessing. Let's just see, as I said, just what happens. The key takeout for the ECB is there was a lot of emphasis on fiscal, okay? And Christine Lagarde is a political animal, and she's a fiscal expert. And what does this actually mean? It means there's less reliance on monetary policy. Obviously, the expectation was a lot more talk of bazooka, but that's not really going to go down well with the Germans. So it was underwhelmed. That's why it's rallying. That's the bottom line. So other headlines coming up. So with cable, it's basically overnight reports of cable. The Europeans extending giving some kind of extension for Brexit. That was a delay reaction. We're making up for it today, but let's just see. There's a bit of dollar weakness, but in broad terms, we still have risk on, and just the usual suspects: EM higher, yields bouncing, yen hit, Swiss hit. That's the kind of story so far, and and that's about it for the headlines. So let's look at the charts. Okay, the first one, dollar yen. Now, 106.86, a very nice level. It's a 62 on the fib. It cracked. It did a lot of work underneath. It cracked above, closed above on the daily, and now we're fully opening up the Bollinger Bands. It's got 109.11, and the bulls have got 109.11 eyed up firmly. So yes, with this risk-on sentiment, broad yen crosses are getting lifted, and dollar yen the big driver. Okay, so the next chart. Okay, as I sort of previously mentioned, we're now above, we're fully testing that 111.10, 111 the figure, 111.10. Bit of a level there. There is a much bigger level, 111.85. That looms large. That's massive. Expect some kind of pause up there. If we reach there, so I would definitely expect sellers up there. But as I said, it's all down to expectations. The Fed is in perdar, 25 bit cut priced in. But let's just see what the 50 has to offer. Next chart. Okay, cable, as I mentioned before, some soothing tones, and everyone's talking about some kind of forced request from Bojo to delay the inevitable at the end of October. Whether this is true or not, cable seems to be liking it. 125.60, not so bad, but the marine of the level is 127.74. Seems far away, but not in this current climate. It can be easily reached, and but do expect some profit taking up there. And next chart. Really quickly, this is the Aussie dollar. Again, 63.30, yours to form a base. And on with the China soothing. Next chart. Finally, CPI, no worries about that. Look at core. Interestingly, core is no slouch. Headline off, but that's it. That's all for me. My name's Patrick Reid. I hope these charts are helpful. See you next week.